This lesson I'm going to be showing you how you can click a button and select a page element that you can toggle to display none or display block. So when we click it, we notice that the toggle text here has a display of block. When we click the button, it updates the display property to none. When we click it again, it updates it to block. So effectively hiding and showing that page element with the click of a button. This lesson, we're going to be toggling the visibility of an element. So we've got a button on the page. I'm going to update the button what it says. It's going to say now toggle visibility. So the button is just contained within the About Us section. So the idea is that when we click the button, the content is going to disappear. And I'm going to add in some content that's going to hide and be shown whenever when the button is clicked. So it's going to have an ID of toggle text. And that's the paragraph that we're going to hide and we're going to show whenever the button is clicked. I've linked to a JavaScript file called toggle visibility of an element. So let's go over to the JavaScript file. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to select the button element. So let's call it button1 using the document and querySelector. Select the element by its ID. So that's going to be button1. And I'm also going to select the paragraph. So using the document and also querySelector, let's select the element with the ID of paragraph. And I think we didn't call it paragraph. I think it's called toggle text. So let's just make sure that that is going to be the correct ID of the element that we're adding in there. So once the button is clicked, we're going to add an event listener to the button. So button 1 is going to add an event listener. The event that we're listening for is going to be a click. Whenever the button gets clicked, we're going to invoke a function. Within that function, we're going to get the element where we've got the toggle text and change the display properties for the element that's got the toggle text. Set the style and update the display property. Set it to text, style, display, and set that to be none. And have it toggle, so we'll have it either go to block, and we're doing a ternary operator here that should toggle the button value to be, and that actually should be the paragraph object style, should toggle to visibility. So now when we click it, it's updating the display property of that particular element. If we go to the inspect of the elements, and I'll make this a little bit bigger so it's a little bit easier to read there. So right now the display is block, and then when we click it, the display changes to none. We click it again, it display changes to block. So this is a way that you can toggle visibility of an element on the page by a click of a button.